Hello there, welcome along to Ringside State of the Week. Busy times in boxing, of course, as we turn into February. We've got an incredible spring lineup coming up. So many good fights and nights and good young prospects about to turn pro. Qais Ashfaq joins us, wonderful amateur, over 200 fights. And you turn pro on the JD Next Gen show at the end of the month. You must be really excited.
Yeah, cannot wait. It's been a long time coming. I've not boxed for over a year now. And everyone keeps saying to me, you must be itching to go. That's not even the half of it. Trust me, it's not the half of it. I can't wait to get out there and show everyone what I'm about, because I think, well, I hope not, but I feel like people have forgotten. So I think that'll be a nice eye-opener for them.
You started boxing at the age of 9. You're now 24 years old. I spoke to you earlier on, you said you actually feel old in this game. So do you reckon by the time you do box pro, by the time you do have your first fight, you'll feel very relaxed and comfortable more than most amateurs turning pro would? Yeah,
definitely. You got to remember, I boxed at every stage in the amateur game, the Olympics, that's the pinnacle, and that never fazed me. So I can't see a 4-rounder or a 6-rounder with potentially a journeyman fazing me too much now.
You won numerous titles as an amateur. Just tell those who haven't seen you, don't know that much about you, about your style, about what you can bring into the professional game at super bantamweight, I believe.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a counter puncher, but I like to go forward counter punching as well. I like to draw people on. Make the mistake and make them pay, pretty much. And I've got a bit of power behind me as well. I can adapt in fights. So, like I say, it's one to watch, hopefully.
What's prompted the turn? What's prompted the jump into the pro ranks? And is there any particular fight you've seen from the amateurs succeed, or do you think it's just time?
It's just time. I've been on GB 8 years. I boxed with Grip for 8 years. So it's been a long time coming, and after the Olympics, I think it was the perfect time. It was just a natural progression.
And part of that very successful team, GB, I think you run with Joe Cordina, who we rate highly. Just tell us a little bit about that mix of fighters who are all progressing at a really high and fast rate now, aren't they? Yeah,
well, with the GB team, we were all like a big family, really.
Yeah.
Cordina, Fowler, Akoli, Boazzi, a lot of us, we were all like a big family. And obviously, before I even turned, they were calling me on the phone, asking how I was, what I was doing, all sorts of supportive stuff like that. And yeah, they're all great fighters. Like you saw what Coley did on the weekend, he got his first title. I'm sure Cordina and Boazzi aren't far off it. Same with Fowler. Fowler had a bit of an injury, but he's ready to go again.
Yep, big event at the weekend at the O2. Over 8,000 were there. Huge hype, of course, ahead of Akoli Chamberlain. It looked terrific on paper, didn't work out as a spectacle, so to speak. 10 rounds, very frustrating, very scrappy, but Akoli gets the win, and I guess Chamberlain's got to rebuild. Yeah,
he did what he had to do, really. It was simple as that. He got the win. And I was speaking to AJ after the fight, actually, and he said, simple as this. Marketing-wise, Chamberlain's perfect, spot on. He's a winner in terms of marketing. But in the ring, fighting, Akoli was a winner.
Did you expect Akoli to win a fight in that fashion?
I thought it'd be a little bit more entertaining, but
yeah, it was poor, wasn't it? Just the styles didn't.
Yeah, it was just a clash. Yeah. It were all, every time Akoli came in, Chamberlain to hold. Every time Chamberlain came in, Akoli.
And they're both two novices on a stage like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what people don't remember about Akoli, in the Olympics, I think he had about 25, 30 amateur fights. So he's a relative novice anyway. Imagine in 50, in 60 fights, how much better he's going to be. I've always said that to Akoli myself.
You boxed alongside Joshua Boazzi, who many people at Ringside were very impressed with. His cool, calm dismantling there on Saturday. He just looks like a born fighter. Plus, he's got that intelligence out of the ring. He's got the degrees. So he looks like the whole package.
Yeah, he's great. I think the only bit you guys have seen is the fighting side so far. But he's a very good boxer as well. I think he's got all the aspects to be an amazing pro. And I definitely tip him to be one of the best.
You like him, don't you, John?
I do. I think he reminds me of a young Evander Holyfield, especially at that position. But speaking of fighters, David Haye, Tony Bellew, I know you know David well. How do you see that fight going?
It's a tough one. Like I was saying before, I think with David Haye, because he's quite old, he's not the same as he used to be. Maybe back in the day, it'd have been a different sort of fight. And back in the day, I'd have probably said David Haye. But right now, he's old, he's got injuries. So without sitting on the fence, I can't really gauge it myself, because you never know. There's been what has there been? There's been a couple of injuries now. He had his bicep a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago or something. So it's a bit. I think it's a timing game with him. I think if he gets the time and peaks it right, then he could win. But Bellew was an amazing fighter. He did the job the first time, so he can do it again.
It's another wonderful matchup. We were talking off camera about one next week in Eubank and Groves. That's mouth-watering, isn't it? Where are you leaning?
For that one, I'm going Eubank, personally. I think it's too fresh, too strong for a Groves, who I think is coming towards a bit of a downslope in his career. So definitely Eubank for me.
Could you see Eubank winning the tournament?
Eubank winning the tournament? I think with Eubank, he's because of the way the sort of fighter he is, the explosive fighter he is, and how strong he is. I think he's capable of beating everyone on the night because he's everyone's worst nightmare. He's fit, he's strong. He'll keep coming, hit him as hard as you want. He's still coming forward, so he's definitely got his foot in somewhere. So.
Kez, you join a flourishing stable at Matchroom. Amir Khan has just rejoined, quite a surprising one with Eddie Hearn after all their history. Does that give you some inspiration? Obviously, he's back in Liverpool on April the 21st, Amir.
Yeah, definitely. He was one of the inspirations in my whole career, but especially towards the Olympics. I remember when I was 14, 15, walking into the gym. I didn't even know Amir Khan then, but I heard about him, heard a bit of hype around him. I come to the gym and my coach had the boxing news on the side of the ring. He showed me it. It was all the Olympians and just him in the middle as a boxer, because he was the sole representative as a boxer, wasn't he? And he said to me, he's only in Bolton. What's that, an hour and 20 minutes away drive? If he can do it, why can't you? And I always remembered that since that day, and that was one of my inspirations going into the Olympics and getting on that platform.
You're hoping to have a busy year this year. Are you hoping to also get a big pay-per-view card as well?
Well, like you say, I'm hoping to be very busy. I feel like the last year that I haven't boxed, I've got a little bit of making up to do, a little bit of prove to myself and to people out there. But I'm more than capable of that.
In an ideal world, how many fights would you like? We're in February. How many fights would you like to get in this year?
Minimum 5, but I'll fight every week. Johnny, I'm from Leeds. You know what we're like.
Every day of the week.
Leeds, Josh Warrington, of course, Nicola Adams and Jack Bates in arrival as well. Who are you looking out for on the pro circuit that maybe you can make a name with? You know, a little duo or something like that, or maybe Conlan, something like that.
Yeah, personally, Conlan's a fight that I've always wanted in the pro game. I boxed him twice in the amateurs. Didn't go my way. We're close fights though. But like I say, I'm looking for my revenge with Conlan in the pro game. But in terms of a duo from Leeds, Warrington's doing really well. He's on the big shows. He's fighting Selby, so that'd be somewhere for me to maybe box potentially. And Jack's coming up. I've known Jack since I was a kid myself. He's sparred plenty of rounds for years. He's coming up as well.
We used to come to Leeds a lot with the likes of Crawford Ashley when he was there, and Derek Roach and back in the day. And it's Josh Warrington's brought Henry Walton from New York. Yeah, good place, and it's coming again as a boxing city. But obviously, if you're looking at the likes of Conlan or Bateson or whatever as a pro, you do need a dance partner, don't you, at these smaller weights? I mean, I was talking with Spencer Oliver the other day, and we remembered about Patrick Mullings and Michael Brodie and the three of them. And if you could find a couple of fighters like that to make for sort of, twos, trilogies, maybe, that'd be good.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. Like I was saying before, I'm from Leeds, I'll fight anyone. Whoever wants it, I'll fight anyone.
That's a fight game. That's a fight. He's a toughie. That's how we breed him up there.
You've been Yorkshire.
Up in Yorkshire.
Breed you like that?
Yeah. Well, good runners or good fighters.
So what are you going to show us? February the 25th. It's a Sunday night up in Manchester on the JD Next Gen show. You're trained by the Travis lot, aren't you? So you're used to life up there now. Yeah,
I'm trained by Kelvin Travis. As I found out today that Nigel Travis, Kelvin's son, actually beat Spencer.
Is that right?
In the ABAs years ago.
Is that right?
So we've got one over him now.
They're great, aren't they? They're fantastic, aren't they? And with Jamie Moore up there.
Lovely people. And
Frampton,
their trainer. We actually train in the same gym. Obviously, Kel's my coach. Jamie and Nigel are his coach, but we train in the same gym.
How's that travel work from Leeds to Manchester every day?
Yeah, through the week, every day. I do other things on the weekend, but it's once a day, just a boxing session. I do my S&C at home, my runs at home. But obviously, when we do like a team run, we all get together. But yeah, it's not too bad, to be honest. I thought it'd be worse, but I think I've got used to it now. But eventually, obviously, I will get a place in Manchester. So hopefully, as my career goes on, I can get stuff like that sorted.
Final word on what's been launched today, the MC Academy. We've already heard Johnny on Sky Sports News. Give it a go. Get your videos in, hashtag MC Academy. It's a great idea, isn't it? You know, Michael Buffer, obviously the legend, going to mentor the winners, and everyone can have a go, you know, men, women, young, old. We're going to have some great entries, aren't we? Some crazy ones.
It'll be comical, I'll give you that. It'll definitely be perfect for TV, I think, anyway.
I think the idea is not for them to try and copy Michael Buffer, just to create something where it's you. People will identify you by your ring announcement, so that should be funny.
So you've got the perfect idea, but I want to hear yours.
Yours? Hey, this kid's good. He's good, he's on it. I want to hear yours.
I like him.
Down the camera, down the barrel.
A bit of a soft throat.
I tell you, we want to hear yours though. Get them in, hashtag MC Academy. Maybe a double act or a triple or whatever you want, or like Michael Buffer or not. Jimmy Lennon, there's many other great MCs out there, but Michael will be the mentor for the lucky winners, and I think it'll whittle down to maybe a winner in April, something like that, and they'll get the chance to MC on probably your next JD Next Gen show, something like that. We wish Qais the best of luck. Hopefully it's a great career, the start of good things. Johnny, see you next week. We'll be talking Eubank Groves, won't we?
You're stuck with me, my friend. I'm going nowhere.
Okay.
I'm like grass.
Not back to Yorkshire. Unfortunately. That's all for State of the Week.
Sky Sports. Feel it all.